Undefeated season on the line. Steelers and Titans. Let's go! And welcome one and all to another edition of the MBO Live pregame show. That's brought to you each and every week by our graphics sponsor, web3ks.com. Ton of graphics for the entire MBL network. They are so crucial to our success. A big shout out to All Business over there. And All Business doing a great deal. If you or anyone you know needs graphics done for affordable price, hit up web3ks.com. Let them know MBL sent you. You'll get a 15% discount on your entire order. Web3ks.com, the leaders in affordable graphic design. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with my man, the Commish Bomber, and we got a unbelievable powerhouse matchup today. It is the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans atop of that AFC South. Bomber, these are those mid-season matchups. I mean, we're sitting there, we're getting down towards playoff times. These are the one we always circle on our calendars as the exciting ones, and this one has lived up. These two teams, very good. Should be a great battle tonight.
I'm excited tonight. I think we have two teams that are pretty evenly matched on paper. I do think it leans towards the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, they're 10-0 right now, but the Titans have been playing phenomenal this season. I mean, you've seen the halfback emergence. I'm not even going to say his name right now because I'm sure we're going to be saying it multiple times throughout the game, and Sonny likes to hype him up, but he's been killing it in his sophomore season. No sophomore slump. He got injured as a rookie, but he's come out strong this season. The Steelers 10-0, Titans 8-2. I know the Steelers are at home, but this could be a really down to the end game against two guys that had kind of a rivalry the last 2 or 3 Maddens.
Yeah, if you weren't around for those years, owners Sonny and Lip in the AFC North, so many years together. Sonny left the AFC North. Some would say ran, some would say walked, but he went over to the Tennessee Titans, has had plenty of success over in the AFC South, and he gets a little throwback as our very own Sonny Weaver subscribing for his 2 months. Appreciate the love, Sonny. Let's take a look at the players to watch for today's game between the Steelers and the Titans. First for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Stephon Tuitt at defensive end, and he is having a monster season defensively. 12 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. As you can see, 24 tackles. So, Bomber, he does his damage in the backfield. And matching up against this Titans team who likes to run the ball with, I'll say his name, Bryant Vance. And, of course, the passing attack. Tuitt is going to be a guy you're going to have to keep your eye on because he could have a big day if the Titans' offensive line can't contain him.
Yeah, the former second-round pick, 6'6", 303 pounds, Stephon Tuitt is a beast at defensive end. He's going to be playing right end for the Steelers tonight. He hasn't had over 10 sacks all cycle long except for NBL Season 26, which was the out-of-box first season for Madden 18. But he's kind of having a little bit of a fountain of youth season. He's got 12 sacks already, and we still got 6 to go.
On the flip side, I think this is the first time we've ever had this. A big shout-out to our new graphics guy, Jamie, for these graphics. Jack Conklin, offensive lineman player to watch. Gotta love giving the big boys up front a little bit of love. And Jack Conklin's one of the best. Playing 452 downs this season, only 1 sack allowed. He has 3 Pro Bowl appearances this cycle, but that 1 sack allowed, Bomber, at right tackle, that's almost unbelievable. You see a lot of sacks being given up around the edge. This guy is one of the best, and he's going to be matched up at times against Stephon Tuitt and is going to try to keep the backfield nice and clean.
Yeah, big shout out to our new graphics guy, Jamie, doing some great things with the offensive lineman, kind of a matchup against the right end, Stephon Tuitt. So you got Conklin, Tuitt matchup. That's what we're going to be looking at. I kind of like that play for players to watch, but I think so much credit goes into Bryant Vance. I said it earlier, the sophomore halfback for the Tennessee Titans. He's got the speed. I think he's 95 speed. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards, actually over 1,100 yards, 9.1 yards per carry and 11 touchdowns, and they've only played 10 games. There's still 6 more to go. And he's been doing it because of the 99 overall Jack Conklin, our player to watch today. Let's see how that matchup plays out. You got Tuitt versus Conklin. Who's going to get the push at the line? Who's going to make the plays in the backfield? We will find out soon. MBL Live broadcast number 214. We're really getting up there in these numbers.
Yeah, Bomber, and we got a great game on tap for you tonight. Got a little bonus coverage as well coming up. Bomber, what do you think is going to happen in this game? Let's get your prediction. The Steelers looking to stay undefeated. Will they get a big win here at home? Or will the Titans put a little blemish on that Steelers undefeated record and get a win that I think a lot of people aren't really expecting the Titans to compete in this one?
I think when I think of the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, I think Matt Stafford, Matthew effing Stafford. And you can bleep that out if you have to, but we can't because we're live. But this guy has been a beast. You can't go against him right now, OSU. He's at home. The conditions are inside. I believe they got a dome up in Pittsburgh now. I got to go with my man Matthew Stafford because he's been phenomenal. He's been the guy over 140, I think 148 QBR, #1 in the league. This guy's been tremendous. I don't think they can stop him, and as great as the Titans have been, it's going to be cat and mouse. They're going to be chasing all game that score. I just don't see it happen. I say 35-24 Pittsburgh over the Titans.
Well, we will have a great game tonight, folks. Get your predictions in the chat. We'll read those throughout the first quarter, but it is game time on NBL Live. Let's get broadcast 214 underway. Coming up next, it is a battle between two of the perennial powerhouses over in the AFC. The Steelers looking to stay undefeated. The Titans looking to just keep atop the AFC South. Steelers, Titans, it's coming up right now here on NBL Live.
Backfield for Atkins. He's been dropping back to pass here on 4th down. He's looking deep over the middle. He has a man. It's Brandon Cooks who catches and makes a madness.
Oh, that's
Woodard is dropping back. He's got open over the middle.
Wow. That big playmaker ability as he finds him again.
Into the end zone. Another touchdown.
And we are live from Pittsburgh. NBL Live broadcast 214 is getting underway now as we've got the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers looking to stay perfect against the Tennessee Titans sitting atop the AFC South. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with my man Bomber. Bomber, it doesn't get much bigger than this for a regular season matchup. Pittsburgh looking to go undefeated. We've already seen them go undefeated once this cycle. You think they're going to do it again?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting down the stretch to see if it actually plays out and they go 16-0. As you know, an injury could put you here or there, but their schedule is pretty favorable. I think they have the Titans left and then another matchup with the Browns. And there's another team in there that I think I'm forgetting right now. But let's see if Matt Stafford, #9, is kind of aging like fine wine if he can get it going.
I don't know how I feel about that. As a nice pass underneath, get 13 yards. Bomber, it's still... as Homer with his 4 months, appreciate the sub. It's still weird seeing Matt Stafford not only not in the Honolulu blue of the Detroit Lions, but wearing #9 in Pittsburgh. It's still a little weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird to you. It's weird to me to see it, but I'm just happy for the success so far. Matt Stafford has shown he's had a tremendous last 3 seasons, and he just seems to just consistently get better. He's 32 years old right now, and he just seems to just keep getting better as he gets older.
And big shout out to play a partner with the 4 months as Amir Abdullah getting 2 yards on the carry. We got Abdullah in Pittsburgh. We've got Le'Veon Bell in Detroit. What is happening? Is this bizarro world in the NBL?
Yeah, the Amir Abdullah signing. Amir actually left the Detroit Lions about, I think, 2 seasons into this Madden cycle. Too much fumbling. He went off into Dallas. I think he spent a year in Denver. Maybe it was just Dallas this Madden cycle. That might have been the cycle before. But yeah, now he's starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's being their 3 down back, so let's see how it works out.
Blitz coming off the edge. Stafford gets rid of it quickly and completes it underneath. For a couple yards, going to cut it back to a 3rd and 6 as Javier Howard with the catch. And Bomber, this Pittsburgh wide receiving core, Howard and Chauncey Arnold, it's one of the best in the NBL.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of options here. Chauncey Arnold, just so many options for the Pittsburgh Steelers really to throw the ball, and that's what makes Matt Stafford so deadly. Let's see if they can pick up this 3rd and 6.
Whoa.
It's been a staple for this team so far. It's almost an offsides there for the Titans.
And it's Stafford dropping back, looks underneath. It is complete and a missed tackle, and then Rowe with the hit. Oh, he danced along that line, and he did not get it. Boy, a mistake on the hit stick there, missing the tackle, but cleaning up in the secondary is Rowe to keep him at a 4th and inches and forcing a real confidence-building punt from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, so far we've seen Javier Howard, Drake Christian, Chauncey Arnold. That's a lot of speed, and we've seen it underneath so far for the Steelers.
Oh, my Lord.
And what a phenomenal punt.
Oh, Lordy.
It doesn't get any better than that. Hey, you know who likes this punt as well, though? The Titans fans might say, oh, no, this is a bad situation. But actually, I know the sophomore over there, Brian Vance, is itching for this opportunity because he would love to break a 99-yard touchdown run against these undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers on NBL Live Broadcast 214.
Well, let's see how it goes as they are inside the 1-yard line. Bryant Vance in the backfield, 3 tight ends set for the Tennessee Titans. You know Pittsburgh's going to want to get after this one as the handoff is to Vance. Cuts it back up the middle and is able to get 3 on the play, and that is big just to give a little bit of breathing room to the Titans offense.
Nice punt there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Special teams comes into play big. I mean, let me go over the strategy I usually say when people are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to get up multiple scores. That's 10 points. You got to put some pressure on this offense to go away from the running game, and you have to have great special teams play.
Bold call running the toss play inside the 5. They get nothing there. Now a 3rd and 7. Field position game may be coming into play as Bailey with the tackle. Bummer. I hate seeing those toss plays inside the 5. There's so much of a chance for a loss on that play.
That just ties into the electricity that Brian Vance has provided for this Tennessee Titans backfield. He's been so electric that they're so comfortable giving him the ball. It's very Chris Johnson-like here in Tennessee.
3rd and 7, shotgun formation for Jameis Winston. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. He drops back to pass on 3rd down. Waiting. Protection is good. Gets rid of it and throws it. What should have been a pick. It's instead going to fall incomplete. Bomber, if that is caught, that is a touchdown for the Steelers. Sims couldn't get those big mitts around it, but a real bad decision there from Jameis Winston. Lucky it didn't turn into more.
Yeah, you were lucky to get the Steelers off the field on a 3 and out, and you just can't really do anything with it. You put the guy on the seam, you put the tight end on the seam. He got past the linebacker. He was sitting between the safety and the linebacker. Make the throw. Trust your quarterback and make the throw. It just was not made right there for the Tennessee Titans. Jameis Winston has to be better than that, and he has to make better reads.
Nice return on the right side, all the way into Titans territory to the 40-yard line. Bomber, this is where that field position comes into play. A great punt down to the 1-yard line, and now Pittsburgh, even though they were forced to punt on their first drive, the defense stands tall, forces a 3 and out. Now they only have to go 40 yards for a score.
Yeah, let's see if they can do it right now. We see what the Tennessee Titans defense looks like. They're going to be vamping up, trying to get to the quarterback here. They know their only opportunity to stop this Pittsburgh Steelers team is to get big-time heat to Matt Stafford.
Shotgun formation for Matt Stafford. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Movement up on the line, and it's going to be Daquan Jones with the jump. And we already seen some aggressiveness from the Titans. Almost had an offsides in the last drive. They give him a free 5 on this one.
And I wouldn't doubt that it probably picks up a first down here, as he's not going to turn it off here. And the Pittsburgh Steelers might just do it again. And here might be a situation where you just give up 10 free yards to an offense that really doesn't need it.
Now, Sonny Weaver never turns on aggressive pass rush, according to him, as it's a play-action pass for Matt Stafford. He looks deep down the left side, has a man, touchdown Steelers! Bomber, it took one play, and the speedy receiver on the outside, Javier Howard, finding pay dirt, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you're seeing what they're doing right there. You're seeing if you press up, they put them on a go route. If you're backed up off them, they're going underneath. They're using the legs and the speed, and it's just been a winning factor. You got Matt Stafford who can throw the long ball, and anybody can throw that underneath pass, especially these wide receivers. They get so open. Just a great combination so far. You press up, he goes over the top. You back off, he goes underneath. Taking what's given, and that's been the formula for success for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. They're 10-0 right now. And that was just too easy of a score. The Titans have to be better and have to play smarter than that.
It's interesting looking at the stats for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Javier Howard, that was his 9th touchdown. Drake Christian, 8 touchdowns. Chauncey Arnold, 8 touchdowns. Jesse James, 6 touchdowns. Matt Stafford spreading the ball out in Pittsburgh. Play action, sprint out for Jameis Winston. He throws over to the right side, has a man, but Williams cannot hold on to it through the contact. Incomplete pass. Bomber Jameis Winston replacing Marcus Mariota. Almost feels like a 1-for-1 trade for Tennessee. They get 2 strong-arm quarterbacks who have a propensity to get a little inaccurate at times.
Yeah, absolutely, but they bring in the big sure hands from Tyrell Williams, former Los Angeles Charger. We know how the Chargers broke the hearts of the Titans before.
Tyrell Williams is, I think, even though he is in the Tennessee Titans uniform, still think owner Sonny looks at him and has a little bit of PTSD right there, because that catch against the Titans when he was with the Chargers, one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in the NBL.
Yeah, you wonder if he brings them in here just to kind of keep him off the field from the Chargers, but he's been the #2 receiver so far, wide out for the Tennessee Titans, so let's see if he can continue that success today.
Winston dropping back on 1st and 10. He'll toss it underneath to Williams, catches it up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the play, and Bomber, you got to think this is going to be a key for the passing attack for the Titans, making simple reads for Jameis Winston and opening up that running game.
Yeah, but Jameis misses another opportunity there. He has a post route on the left side. He could have got right over the top of that man coverage, but instead he settles for underneath.
Vance going in motion. They're looking like to set up a screen pass to Vance, trying to get around the outside. This defense from the Steelers, very athletic though, and able to bring down Vance. And who else but Ryan Shazier, still speedy, still a sure tackler, and able to force the Titans into a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 should be an easy pickup for the Tennessee Titans. They have all the tools. They got the strong arm quarterback. They got the fast 9.1 yards per carry halfback. This shouldn't be an issue, right? This should be an easy first down. There's not TJ Logan back there. This is the Tennessee Titans, the 8-2 powerhouse. Yeah. This should happen.
Well, let's see what they do, as it is a shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers. Should be 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 to each side. Brian Vance to the right of Jameis Winston in the backfield. Williams coming in motion on 3rd and 1, and they're going to be looking to throw it. Only a 3-man rush. Drag route's open underneath. A bad throw by Jameis, but Williams ripping that down and getting the first down for the Titans. Bomber, that was open for a long time. It looked like Winston was looking elsewhere, and by the time he got rid of it, boy, that was not an accurate pass on the drag.
Kind of a long windup there for Jameis Winston. One thing I want to point out, 3rd and 1, you have to be thinking hard flats. Why you let the drag run all the way across the field? You should have thrown it a little bit earlier, Jameis.
1st and 10, out route to the right side, and who else but Tyrell Williams. Boy, Bomber, 4 completions for Jameis Winston. It's been the Tyrell Williams show. All 4 catches, 37 yards, and they're going to come back out. Jameis Winston in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end standing in the slot on the right side. Brian Vance to the right of Jameis Winston as he drops back. 4-man rush from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Waiting way too long. Jameis got to get rid of that as Hamilton eventually gets in the backfield and brings down Winston for a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, here's my problem with Jameis Winston on that. You know, if you ever have watched other great users in the pocket, they're not going to be a sitting duck. When their internal clock goes out, they start moving because of that situation. They had enough time to get out the pocket, but he stays in the pocket and he essentially puts himself in a position where there's nowhere to go when the time runs out.
Now on 2nd and 20, it's going to be a bunch formation, 3 to the right side, 1 over to the left. Vance to the left of Winston as he drops back to pass again. Waiting. Stephon Tuitt brings him down for another sack. Hey, Bomber, I don't know if old Sonny Weaver's aware of this, but when he called a pass play, he actually got to pass it at some point.
Seems like he's just staring at one receiver right now. He's looking for the double move on the left side, but there was help over the top, so that really wasn't going to happen. And the novice ability for Jameis Winston, just new to the system, not understanding he's got to come off certain reads at certain times. Just bad decision right there.
Waiting, deep pass, looking for Williams, off his hands. Boy, he almost made a great catch there in traffic. So Bomber, after a real nice drive on on this series, Winston moves him downfield, takes 2 bad sacks. Really not even bad play by the offensive line, just waiting 6 seconds. And interesting of note, Brian Vance, he did get the 1 carry, in air quotes, out in that bubble screen, but he didn't get a single traditional carry on that drive.
Yeah, kind of head-scratching because they did get the ball earlier in bad field position and went to him twice, even tossing the ball into the end zone on a toss play that put him back a couple yards, a little dangerous. So it seems like they trust him, but at the same time, just a little skeptical right there of the play calling for the Tennessee Titans, maybe overthinking it right now, and now they're at the mercy of number 9.
Well, and now we get to see what the Pittsburgh Steelers can do. Blitz coming down the middle. He gets rid of it. Has a man, and oh my Lord, Bomber. We just saw Chauncey Arnold drop a surefire post route touchdown. Something you're not going to see too often.
Yeah, I knew that was skinny post from a mile away. Sonny Weaver's played this man so many times and still looked completely lost. I was kind of questioning the coverage there. To go cover 0 and then not user one of the wide receivers, yeah, he was beat on both sides of the field, and Stafford actually had the flat open as well.
Handoff and a great job on the defensive line, getting in the backfield and making sure Amir Abdullah couldn't even get started, as that was Darren Anunwa. I think maybe the best defensive player we don't talk about enough, Bomber. He's a 98 overall, and you saw right there, matched up whether he's inside, outside, on the line, he's going to wreak havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the problem is he has 14 sacks this year. He's got 3 forced fumbles, but he's just a double-digit sack machine. The last 5 years, 17, 19, 11, 20, and this year 14. He pretty much does it all, does it efficiently, and is really someone that we just kind of take for granted here in the NBL.
Any Matt in the chat saying I'm a little late, but I got the Titans winning 24-17. Right now, Pittsburgh up 7-0, and Tennessee really would be a big move.
A Titans prediction.
Yeah, it was a Titans prediction. Empty backfield for Matt Stafford. 5 wide receivers out there. Empty backfield. Stafford dropping back on 3rd and 15. Stepping up. Waiting. He's going to take off. Trying to get the first down, but nice job in the secondary. Bringing down Stafford for only a 10-yard rush. It's going to bring up a 4th and 5. And Bomber, we've seen early in this game how important it is to keep momentum going forwards. We've seen both teams have drives stalled out after big losses.
Yeah, really. There's an opportunity here. I think this is the second time we've seen the Steelers on NBL Live where you go, hey, you've had your opportunities. You just haven't came away with anything. That's where the Titans are at right now. This is a team that should have came away with at least 3 on that last drive, but 2 sacks took them out of field goal range, and they were forced to punt. So right now they're down 7-0. The Steelers got the ball to start this game. They're still okay if they can come away with some points here on this drive.
How big was that drop by Chauncey Arnold? That was 7 points.
That was a touchdown.
Oh,
yeah.
My Lord. And he's going to be kicking himself for that one. Usually sure-handed, but really missing the ball on that one. I formation for Jameis Winston. They're going to give Bryant Vance a carry on first down. Only a yard, maybe 2 on the play, and maybe a little predictable there as they hand the ball off on first down and only get 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8 as they're working quickly. It's going to be Jameis Winston coming out, same formation, I formation. 2 wide receivers over to the left side. Play action pass, rollout for Winston. Waiting, gets rid of it, looking down the field for Williams, who makes a tight catch. And Bomber, right now we are seeing 5 completions from Winston, all 5 to Tyrell Williams. Pittsburgh has got to lock this guy down because he is their only offense.
I can actually fix Jameis Winston in just one situation I see him constantly doing. He's continuing to lead past the ball up the field when he should actually be leading it back to the quarterback.
It's Winston looking to the left side now, and he finds Davis, but Davis doesn't get the old feet in bounds. Was open on the C route, but no positional awareness right there from the usually pretty good Corey Davis. As on 2nd and 10, handoff to Vance right up the middle on the little draw play. He'll pick up a nice 8-yard chunk on the play, and that's what Vance can do is open up this playbook, a quick mid-draw. He finds 8. Great blocking up front.
Yeah, you see 17 yards on 5 attempts. That's 3.4 yards per carry. He's averaging 9.1 yards per carry during the season. So you're probably thinking, man, he just doesn't seem himself right now. But this is a big hitter. This is a home run hitter. He can bust one big. That's how he maintains that huge 9.1 yards per carry. 3rd and 2. Let's see if they can pick this up in Tennessee.
3rd and 2. 4 wide receivers. 3 to the right side. 1 over to the left. Bryant Vance to the left of Jameis Winston. Play clock down under 10 as he drops back to pass on 3rd and 2. Waiting. Bomber. These drives are going to stall as long as they sit in the pocket for 7 seconds at a time.
Yeah, you had the drag underneath. You just had to make the throw early and allow your receiver just to turn upfield. All he had to do was turn his shoulders, and once again, you take a sack out of field goal range. Completely horrible. If I'm a Tennessee Titans fan, I'd be ripping out my hair right now if I had any left on the top of my head. But as of right now, it's just pretty much probably the sides. I'm working on the trim, maybe the edge up, just kind of ripping out, everything around the edge. Right. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, it is frustrating to watch this because that's another drive stalled by nothing other than Jameis Winston locking onto one receiver and deciding that that's where he's throwing it. And that's the inexperience of this system, I guess, for Jameis Winston. So on 1st and 10, it's a handoff, a little stretch play to Abdul. He's got some room on the left side, taking out of the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, going to bring him a 2nd and 3.
Nice little spin move right there. I would like to see if he could have broke somebody off on that. Amir thought he had one man to beat while the rest of the defense kind of closed in on him, but that was kind of a play that could have got out of hand there for the Tennessee Titans defense, but luckily they converge on him at the last second. But Amir, man, he looks like he found a little bit of burst in his speed in the last couple games.
Handoff on 2nd and 3 to Abdullah. He'll pick up the first down. As he's starting the chat saying the Pittsburgh defensive line is eating. Bomber, I don't agree with that. I think even the worst defensive line in the NBL is going to get to the quarterback if the quarterback sits in the pocket for 7 seconds.
Yeah, you're noticing drop back, drifting, staring. You need to see a little bit more head movement, a little head on a swivel movement from Jameis Winston. His awareness just hasn't been there, and that's why he's a former Cleveland Brown quarterback and a former Tampa Bay Buccaneer quarterback.
Dropping back is Matt Stafford on 1st and 10 as, oh, dangerous throw. It's caught. Big hit. Boy, I don't know how any of that came together as it looks like there was a lot of traffic there, but Drake Christian comes up with a catch and gets up near the 1st down marker. Going to bring up a 2nd and short.
Yeah, they're beating this defense by speed and speed alone. When you go into man coverage, 2 underneath routes that develop insanely quickly, and Matt Stafford doing what he always does, gets rid of the ball quick and makes the right read.
And he's going to throw it once again on 2nd and inches. Spin move. Juke move, and he's still going. Look at Drake Christian go. I'll call that an encore to that drag route. Gets up to the 33-yard line. Little spin, little juke. Lots of yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, this triple threat wide receiver group, Drake Christian, Javier Howard, and who's the other one that I'm forgetting? I think
Chauncey
he was on the
Arnold.
cover of the thing. Chauncey Arnold. This guy has been a beast, and they just make Matt Stafford's job that much easier. These 3 are just really, really phenomenal.
Another empty set for Stafford as he drops back. 4-man rush from the Titans. Quick throw over the seam. And guy who we haven't called so far today, Jesse James, the tight end, with the catch. His first one of the day for 22 yards. Bananas in the chat. Keep an eye on our bonus coverage. Giants and Colts. Davis Webb to Odell Beckham for 85 yards for the score on 3rd and 15. Giants up early in that game. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. For Matt Stafford on the 11-yard line, dropping back to pass. 4-man rush from the Titans. Looking underneath, it is complete. Down to the 6-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning. That was Arnold with the catch. And Bomber, once again, I always get surprised when I see teams running cover 3 down here. 3, great for some deep coverage, but it's only 11 yards. Why are you running the cover 3?
And also, we've seen the man in motion drag underneath. You got to understand that's likely the first read. That's likely the read they're trying to make here as they get tight inside the red zone. But yet the user coverage by Sonny Weaver kind of just allows that. No bump coverage. Doesn't get in the way of the guy. Absolutely did not like that play there for the Tennessee Titans.
2nd and 5. Stafford dropping back. Looking. Has a man. Touchdown Steelers as they go up 2 scores with a very methodical drive from Pittsburgh. At least methodical by Pittsburgh standards. A couple nice passes from Matt Stafford, and they'll go up 14-0. And Tennessee's got to be kicking themselves because they have had 2 drives go inside enemy territory and have gotten no points on them.
This is a lifeless 8-2 team right now in Tennessee. They just do not look like they have any rhythm, and when they do get into field goal range, they just seem to allow the defense to sack their way out of it, and next thing you know, they're punting from their own 41, from the Steelers' 41-yard line. We've seen it happen multiple times on 2 separate drives. This game could easily be 14-6 at the very least, but Tennessee just has not been efficient enough to maintain their field position in field goal range.
Shotgun formation now for Jameis Winston, looking for some points before the half to at least settle everyone down as he drops back on 1st and 10. Looking to the outside, it's complete to Tyrell Williams, who's got some room. Look at the stutter step to get free. Spin move to make the other man miss. Tyrell Williams putting on a show. Touchdown Titans as Tyrell finding the end zone with some quick feet. Looking like Fred Astaire out there.
Yeah, just got to get a little bit less aggressive on the open field tackling lip. Kind of fell into a trap there. You see big Tyrell Williams, not the fastest of fleet anymore, but he's got some quickness still left in him, especially if you over pursue him and you're looking to make the hit stick right there. The Titans, that's the play that they needed. Only down 14-7. They're going to get the ball to start this 3rd quarter. Can their defense come up with the play here down 7?
And that is the big question, as the Titans defense has played well but struggled a little bit at times if they don't get a negative play. Pittsburgh has found some success spreading the field out. And Bomber, this is what they do. Spread them out, empty backfield sets, and let Matt Stafford make the right reads.
Absolutely. You know, you spread them out. You got the triple threat at wide receiver. You got some sure hands at tight end. I mean, I could go on and on, but really, it's these wide receivers are just so good at creating space and creating separation. Matt Stafford has the ability, he has the quick release. It's just played great into this offense.
Stafford dropping back on 1st and 10. Quick throw to the outside. Timing off there, looking for Javier Howard on the out route. Bomber, we're seeing a lot of man coverage on 1st down from Tennessee, and Pittsburgh is recognizing that.
And it's aggressive man coverage, just a lot of man coverage, cover 1, which leaves the outsides or any kind of drag. Imagine this, OSU, you got cover 1 coverage, right? You have a drag going from the left slot to the right side of the field. When he catches the ball after he's done dusted his man for 5 yards, he's turning upfield down the sideline, and there's no safety over the top. That's the issue I have with running cover one and blitzing man coverage against these Pittsburgh Steelers with a lot of field behind you.
Big shout out to TF Stoken now following here at Twitch. Appreciate our followers and subs here over on twitch.tv/MBL Network. Ball's out. Oh, that was a huge opportunity, and whoever was diving for that one just straight up missed the fumble on the ground. It's recovered by the Steelers. A big hit on Matt Stafford and Bomber. That could have been a huge turn of events.
Yeah, Matt Stafford got lit up right there. You see the ball bounce out? I haven't seen that animation, but man, he got popped. Lucky to be standing right now. He looks to be like he's all right. But 3rd and 22, these are downs and distances, even though they're on their own 13, that the Pittsburgh Steelers can't pick up.
3 wide receivers, man going in motion on 3rd down. They're looking for the screen pass. It is complete. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Hey, Bomber, remember that bad tackling by Lips? Sonny went, hey, I got you here, buddy. Don't worry. 1st down Steelers on a bubble screen.
Wow, just pretty much conceding the down and distance, but the Pittsburgh Steelers pick it up with Gio Bernard, the former Cincinnati Bengal, a player from Madden 17 that Sonny Weaver didn't even utilize. Maybe a little payback there from Gio Bernard.
1st and 10 now for the Steelers, who are definitely looking to put 6 on the board. 5 wide receivers. It's Stafford. Quick throw to the left side, and that is a Steelers staple. But a little bit of inaccuracy there from Stafford. Look to the screen pass, saw man coverage, look to the corner route. That ball's on the money. I think Arnold's still running.
Now, I'm going to put this out there. Have we ever seen Ben Roethlisberger overthrow that play?
No.
To the corner against man?
Nope.
I'm just going to put it out there.
Just say.
I'm going to put it out there. This is the best wide receiver core I've seen the Steelers have. The missed throw there by Matt Stafford.
Hand off to Amir Abdullah up the middle. He'll pick up 6. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Bomber, I feel like this game for Tennessee has just been a game of, boy, what if? What if we didn't take 2 sacks when we were inside field goal range? What if we didn't take another sack inside the 50? What if we could tackle a running back on 3rd and 21?
Yeah, they would have the ball right now, and who knows what Jameis Winston and his offense could be doing. But right now, 3rd and 4, they're at the mercy of Matt Stafford, number 9 in these Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, what if we actually recovered that fumble? Why not? Matt Stafford fitting another tight window on the right side. Boy, oh boy, that's why he's one of the best, Bomber. He put that ball on the money and put the Pittsburgh Steelers in scoring range.
That was kind of a dangerous throw right there. That could have been intercepted. That could have been the one. A man who hasn't thrown many interceptions this year. I think he's at, 6 on the season. Matt Stafford hasn't thrown any in the last 6 games. And here comes the cover 0. This is dangerous. Here's the touchdown for the Steelers. I'm calling it right now.
1st and 10. Stafford in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. They drop back into a zone, changing that play up, and it doesn't matter. It's still a touchdown. Oh, man, what a throw. What a play as Chauncey Arnold finding the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Here's the problem. You can't put your linebackers in the double-A gap. I get it, but you're just asking too much of your linebackers if you're expecting them to drop back. It creates way too much space for a spread offense that's looking to get vertically down the field. The tight end pushes the middle safety all the way down, and then running right underneath him is the little bit of a post. It looked like a Pac-Man route there on the slide on the left side. Too easy for Matt Stafford. That's too easy of a read, and just not a good defensive call there for the Tennessee Titans.
It's sort of been a pattern today, Bomber. As remember, the Pittsburgh Steelers got the ball back, minute 40 to go. You ask, could the Tennessee Titans defense stand up to the task and hold the Pittsburgh Steelers off the board? It only took the Steelers a minute, and they converted a 3rd and 22 on a bubble screen. Now Tennessee coming back out. 32 seconds left. They've got all 3 timeouts. Let's see if they decide to force the issue. As this is a shotgun formation for Jameis Winston. 3 wide receivers over the left side. 1 tight end, Scruggs on the right. Bryant Vance to the right of Jameis Winston. And now they make me do it all over again as he's going to empty the backfield out now. 3 to the right, 2 over to the left. Vance. Flag down. All that movement. Lost some 5 yards. At some point, you got to call your play.
Yeah, just really erratic movement there for the Tennessee Titans. Confused the offensive linemen. They didn't know what the play was. They didn't know what was going on. And now they're in a 1st and 15, backed up even more on their own 19-yard line.
Winston dropping back on 1st and 15. 3-man rush. Waiting. Chucking it. Looking for Corey Davis. Had a chance at it off his hands, but I don't know if that was the smart throw perchance, as that one falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd and long.
Yeah, the problem with that is I see 2-man beaters. I see an out on the slide on the left and then a deep dig on the right side, and just none of that was really open for Jameis. He's got to step in the pocket and just run it up to that point.
Empty backfield for Winston. 3 wide receivers to the right. Two over to left. Brian Vance coming to motion from left to right. Looking like they're setting up some sort of screen pump fake. They're going to go deep. Looking down the seam. Looking for Scruggs. Wasn't a pretty throw. Boy, Jameis Winston, that throwing motion, Bomber, what would you call that? I'd call it just straight up ugly.
It is definitely some type of really elongated motion. I don't like it. It seems like it takes forever. I don't know what's the deal with Jameis Winston, and it seems like the more time he has, the more noticeable it is. And it's really got a little hitch in it, and it starts from his waist, and it just whips all the way around. Absolutely do not like it, as they're going to be in Wildcat timeout here for the Steelers. They go, we've seen this trick before. We thought Sonny Weaver didn't like the Wildcat, but once again, a contradiction from the man himself.
And it looks like they're going to go from one. Well, they were thinking about it. It looked like he was thinking about going to the old monster formation. Remember that formation everyone said was going to break the game, and then everyone realized it just wasn't that good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big deal.
I mean, they overreact at the beginning usually. Yeah. We'll probably get that this year as well with something else. But yeah, I haven't seen it really used at all in the NBL. That's for sure.
Toss play, halfback pass.
I guess that's where we're at right now. Broadcast 214, Sonny Weaver pulling out all the tricks, and now the big trick.
None of them good. None of them are good tricks. He's like he's like a father pulling a quarter behind your ear. It's not really magic. It's just a crappy sleight of hand, as that play went nowhere. Now Pittsburgh trying to return this one. He's got some room up to the 44-yard line. 21-7. Pittsburgh on top, but boy, it feels like it could be about 42-7 the way the Tennessee Titans have been playing.
Absolutely. Special teams, they've been getting beaten. Defensively, they haven't played smart. Offensively, we've seen a little bit of life, but I think they've had 4 drives so far and only able to put up 7 points. That's not going to get it done against these Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hand up to Amir Abdullah. He's got some blocking on the outside. 1 second left. Cuts it in. Oh, touchdown Steelers. Oh, boy. A lot of people were asking if we'd be talking about Taco Bell by halftime. The Titans have given up 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes, including on just a straight-up power run. A 53-yard touchdown run to the former Detroit Lion Amir Abdullah, and Pittsburgh is going to go into halftime up 28-7.
Yeah, you're probably going to start asking NBL, when are you going to put on this bonus coverage? What's going on with the Giants game? I don't know what it's like over there. Has we got any updates from the Bleacher Report in the chat yet?
It's 10-7.
Might be something we look forward to. Might be something we look forward to. Maybe the Titans come down and score here. Oh, 10-7. The Colts are up.
Yeah.
We're going to get to see a Colts collapse potentially on NBL Live.
And I said in the chat saying, rip, son. Yeah, Bomber, you see games where there's a clear disparity in talent. You see games where there's just a lot of turnovers. Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of this is just user skill.
A lot of this has been open field. I mean, even on the swing pass, it's open field, me versus you, open field tackling, and Sonny, just refuses to left trigger an A tackle. He's trying to make the big play, and it's just not working so far, and there's still nowhere to go for Brian Vance. The guy that averages 9.1 yards per carry. He's at 6 rushes, 15 yards.
Just a shade under that 9.1 per carry number, as now on 2nd and 12. It's Jameis Winston under center. Davis split out to the left. Williams split out to the right. Vance in the backfield, as another audible called by Jameis Winston. Throw on the out route to Tyrell Williams. Bummer, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just because we're watching this one. But it feels like the Titans' audible out of plays more than anyone else. You're not seeing a lot of hot routes. It's just a lot of play changing.
And that wasn't even a good throw right there. That out route was kind of lucky. Bud Dupree was sniffing right underneath that. Could have picked that up.
Brian Vance using that 9.1 yards per carry to pick up 2. Gets a first down for the Titans. How important is it?
Okay, I got a question. I got a question for you. 28-7. You barely picked that up. Did you get a chance to check out the Dean's List on Bleacher Report?
I did.
Kind of okay. Brian Vance, definitely a candidate. We did TJ Logan before, a.k.a. Trent Richardson of the NBL, as they're going to be holding coming back here. Big hit, though, on Brian Vance. Wow, laying him out. Jake Butt, first name Headbutt. You see what I did there?
Headbutt, Butthead.
They're going to get a holding call, bring him back 1st and 20. But maybe Brian Vance, 9.1 yards per carry, phenomenal one. If he doesn't get 100 yards, this team really struggles to win.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
We're seeing it today.
Big shout out to Fella for the Dean's List. Real great addition to the NBL Network on Twitter. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Quick 3-step drop. Waiting all the time in the world. Finally has the slot route kind of come open. Bomber, that's another one that was like that out route a couple plays ago. The slant came all the way across, and he still threw it into double coverage.
And the throwing motion from Jameis Winston, is anybody in the audience right now watching that throwing motion? It is slow, it's ugly, it's predictable. I absolutely don't like it.
As Bryant Vance will pick up a couple up to the 44-yard line and cut this down to a 3rd and 2. While we have a moment here in the 3rd quarter, I want to give a big shout out to our graphics sponsor, pregame sponsor, web3cast.com. Reminder, if you need any graphics done, hit up web3cast.com. Let them know MBL sent you. Get a 15% discount on your entire order. Web3cast.com, the leaders in affordable graphic design. 3rd and 2. I formation for the Tennessee Titans. Jameis Winston under center. Foreman into the game at halfback. 2 wide receivers. It's going to be Foreman getting the carry on 3rd down. Cuts it up the middle. He's going to pick up the 1st down up to the 48-yard line. You're wondering, I mean, nothing explosive yet, Bomber, but this offensive line is doing a pretty good job blocking for these running backs here in the 2nd half.
Well, at this point, you're down 21 points in Pittsburgh. To beat them in just a half down this many, you need a bit of a miracle. So the Titans say, hey, let's just go on a good drive and make sure we score, and then we'll figure out the rest as the game progresses.
Hand off to Bryant Vance, cuts it back up the middle on the stretch route. He'll get to the 47-yard line, and I think we're seeing a little bit of how old Sonny Weaver is feeling about Jameis Winston and the passing attack. We're seeing a lot of Bryant Vance.
Something we didn't see in the 1st half as much as maybe we'd like. You see a guy averaging 9.1 yards per carry. You got to go wheels on the bus, go ground and pound. Where has it been, Sonny Weaver? That's what we've been looking for in Tennessee.
Hand off to Bryant Vance once again, and nothing doing there. He'll be taking it to the 46-yard line. Gets a yard on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. And another 3rd down conversion. This one, though, Bomber, the other one's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4. They're probably going to have to throw for this one.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. You still could run the ball if you're comfortable with your running attack. But look at all those guys in the box. You see 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box. It's going to be tough to pick this up.
Yeah, and they don't. Bryant Vance gets taken out in the backfield on 4th and 5, and it looks like the Titans are in 4-down territory. They need touchdowns bad, and Bomber, the problem is, it's offensively they have struggled. Defensively, they've struggled more.
Yeah, 4th and 5. This is a must-go for it. I believe the rules say 18 points or larger if you're down a deficit of 18 points or more.
It's 19,
oh, 19.
Don't worry, I've looked it up a couple times. It's 19.
Okay, 19 points. Right now they're down more than 19 points, 4th and 5, and Sonny Weaver, if he can go for it, he goes for it, and we're in this situation. Let's see if he can pick it up.
And it's Winston dropping back on 4th down, has a man wide open. Oh, boy, easiest throw to make. Corey Davis trying to make something happen. He'll get up to the 28-yard line. A little aggressive there with the man blitz on 4th and 5, and left the crossing route all sorts of open.
Yeah, just an opportunity to try to get to the quarterback. That doesn't happen for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, but I like the aggression. I think they knew they were going to pass the ball there, and they played it, and they just didn't get enough pressure, so a guy got open across the middle of the field. I think Pittsburgh will live with that, up 21 right now.
Georgia Creeper in the chat saying, who is Tennessee? That would be our Sonny Weaver, our NBL network, our NBL... What's about to be our former NBL creative director with that throw. We just got to get him out of here as Jawar Forney makes the pick. Cover 1 press. It was pretty obvious the safety was getting help over the top, and Bomber, Jawar Forney's one of the best at making those interceptions, and it's about to be bonus coverage time here on the NBL Network.
Cover 1 with the high Jawar Forney, it's pretty much cover 3. That's what it's going to feel like, because he's going to play over the top. Wherever he needs to be there, he's going to be there, and a nice play right there as he takes that space early in that play.
Stafford throwing it on 1st and 10. He completes it. Boy, even when the Titans get pressure, Matt Stafford finds a way to complete the pass, and Bomber, I think it's time for me to whip out the pun of the day. It's the OSU pun of the day.
Okay.
It is not sunny in Tennessee.
Partly cloudy at best for the Tennessee Titans right now.
It's raining. It's not even cloudy.
Raining? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a thunderstorm.
So okay, gotcha. Complete opposite of sun, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's been pretty bad so far for the Tennessee Titans.
And that is your OSU pun of the day. Tell your friends. 2nd and inches. Handoff on the little jet sweep. Oh, boy, he's got some room on the left side. 40. He's up to the 30. Yeah, you're not catching him. He's going to take this one to the house. Chauncey Arnold. Touchdown, Steelers. The route is on. The fat lady's singing. Blouses are on. And it's still raining in Tennessee.
Just so fast and explosive. I mean, they have 3 wide receivers that are essentially just monsters of the yards after the catch. Just imagine if they hand the ball off to him on a wide receiver quick like that. You don't expect to usually see that on the goal line for the Steelers. 35-7. Hey, Tennessee, it's done, son. You're done. It's over. We got to start looking at bonus coverage at this point.
Yeah, we'll flip to that bonus coverage game as soon as they cross halftime. We'll give Sonny the benefit and get him to at least the fourth quarter. It's 10-10 in that game right now, by the way.
A good one.
It looks like the Colts driving right now inside the red zone. Back at the end zone. What a throw there. Touchdown Colts as they now go up 16-10 against the Giants. Handoff on first down for Brian Vance. Less good there as he'll lose 2 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 12.
12 rushes for 23 yards. Let me put that into perspective. If Brian Vance was doing what he had been doing throughout the rest of the season, he would be at 109 yards right now. He's at 23. How is he just giving him his average?
Shout out to Holy Ghost now following here on Twitch. And Brian Vance, nothing doing there. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10, folks. We've got bonus coverage coming up shortly. I swear it'll be shortly. As it's going to be Jameis Winston under center. Davis split out to left, Williams on the right side. Tyrell Williams, the only bright spot of the offense. And by the only bright spot, we mean the only offense for the Titans. Play action pass. Winston looking down the middle of the field. Yeah, well, that's,
give me that.
It's just going to take that one to go. And, hey, Bomber, you want to check out a little bit of bonus coverage going on here on the NBL Network?
Absolutely. I've been ready. I got my coat on, keys in the hand. Where are we headed to next? Can you drive us to somewhere nice? Because I need to get out of this place. It's definitely not sunny in Pittsburgh right now.
It may be always sunny in Philadelphia. It is not sunny in Tennessee.
Oh, we just missed a run. I don't know if you got that by Amir Abdullah up the middle. And he just, whoop, whoop, whoop. Just juke move left, juke move right, and picked up a 10. I think Amir Abdullah is doing a Brian Vance impersonation right now.
All right, hey, let's get to bonus coverage.
We're done talking about the Steelers, huh?
Yeah, we're done. That game is blouses. As we got bonus coverage here on the NBL Network, we've got the Colts and the Giants. Colts up 17-10 here at the end of the second quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Marlon Petway on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Oh, Marlon Petway's in open space. What a time to bring in the NBL Network. Look at Marlon Petway go. 75 yards to the house to cut this back to a one-score game. The bright lights turn on in New York. And Marlon Petway says, hello, folks. Welcome to NBL Live.
What a time to switch over in the chat. That's what Colonel Sanders 94 saying. I believe he's in NBL The Grid, and I'm thinking the same thing. Absolutely phenomenal timing, OSU. I wanted to hang with to see what they were going to do if Steelers were going to put another one up on the Tennessee Titans, which they probably did. Guys, if you're watching that game right now, keep us updated in how bad Sonny's getting thromped over there. Nobody's watching.
Sonny's not even watching that game anymore.
Absolutely. I don't know if he ever was.
Do you think Bella's watching, or Bella's playing at this point?
Oh, she might have never passed the sticks to Lip to start. I know she does the kickoff. So it just, I don't know. But what a great time to tune in, 17-7. We got a AFC, NFC game going on right now. Top team in the NFC, the Giants, trying to hold on against these Colts, man. This Colts team is not a team you definitely can sleep on, as Halpin playing quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Nice pass to Moncrief on an out route. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, talk about one of the pleasant surprises over in the NFC. The Giants, they're at 9-1 this season, looking to stay atop the NFC. It's 1st and 10. Mitchell Halpin looking out to the left side. Dangerous throw. Collins almost jumped that one, but instead it is caught and taken up to the 49-yard line. Mitchell Halpin starting at quarterback, the rookie out of Michigan State. Drafted that first-round pick, 12th overall by the Indianapolis Colts. And Bomber hasn't had a whole lot of starts yet, completing 64% of his passes, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. This team was believing in Josh Dobbs, and now it's Halpin time in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Dobbs was the guy. Joshua Dobbs, over 2,000 yards this season, 14 touchdowns. But Mitchell Halpin is the guy. Michigan State, former first-round pick of this last year NBL Season 31 rookie draft. Let's see what he can do.
And a quick throw over the middle. It is complete, and the Colts looking to put more points on the board as they get up to the 31-yard line and use their first timeout of the half. Yeah, Bomber, this Colts team sitting there at 5-5 in the AFC South, a tough division to play in, and the Colts just find a way to hang around every season.
They sure do, and they will beat a couple teams and play spoiler towards the end of a season every year. Even if they're not in the race, they can have the capabilities on any given day to defeat a team in the NBL. The only problem is they lacked real consistency, and they still lack real consistency. Let's see if this rookie can kind of give them a breath of fresh air.
Oh, the mid-blitz came, and Halpin was not prepared as Combs coming around the outside. I don't think that's P. Diddy, but Combs with the tackle and a loss of 9.
Combs, number 96, coming over the edge. and makes a play on Halapin. He's got to pick that up, got to recognize that. They still have 2 timeouts, 2nd and 19. Maybe see a wide receiver screen or a halfback screen right now, something simple to get them just a little bit more yards to solidify this field goal before the end of the half. Don't want to take another sack like Tennessee.
2nd and 19, Halapin dropping back to pass. 4-man rush from the Giants. Quick throw over the middle. It is complete to the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the Colts. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. But what do you do in this situation? 12 seconds left. You've got 1 timeout. Do you take a shot at the end zone, or do you play conservative and make sure you go into halftime with the lead?
Well, before that pass, a slot post versus cover 3, and the yellow zone playing there was Landon Collins, and you had the nerve to step up and rip it into where his vicinity. Kind of head scratching there, but I mean, I'm playing for it all right now. If I'm the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh man, they are lucky that one didn't go. Reggie Ragland almost jumped that route and picked it off 3 times and couldn't pull it down, as the Colts will have to settle for a field goal from the 24-yard line. Left hash mark is a 41-yard attempt. 7 seconds to go in the first half. Ball is down. The kick is up, and it is going to sneak inside that left upright. Colts will go up 20-17. Boy, Bomber, the Colts coming in against a 9-1 foe on the road, and they look like they're going to go into halftime with a 3-point lead.
Absolutely, looking tough right now. I mean, a couple bad plays, but let's talk about Reggie Ragland. He might be the king of NBL Live. He's probably the sneaky defensive player that we just notice has huge games when he's on the big lights of NBL Live.
Mad Scientist 06, join us in the chat. What's going on, Mad Sci? Good to see you. Good to see everybody here on NBL Live. Broadcast number 214. I'm OSU. I'm hanging with my man, Bomber. Bonus coverage action. That's right, folks. If you came here looking for the Steelers and the Titans, you don't want to watch that game. It's not pretty. Hide the kids. It's got an R rating, 35-7 when we last left it. Steelers on top. Flipping to this game, which has been very tight throughout the first half. As we've hit the second half, the Colts are going to get the ball to start. And Bomber, that's a huge moment there for the Colts, getting a field goal before the half and getting the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, a little 2-for-1. I like to call it a la Aaron Rodgers. He seems to always do that. You got the 5-5 Colts on the road taking on the New York Giants, who are 9-1. So a big upset potentially if the Colts can hang on.
Montgomery taking the carry over the left side. Almost broke that one, but he'll get a 9-yard gain on first down. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1. A reminder, folks, stick with us to the end of this game. We'll have our NBL Live Player of the Game for broadcast 214. It will be for the Steelers and Titans game. It will not be Jameis Winston. I can tell you that off the bat. So if you're hoping to see a losing player get the player of the game, it's not going to happen this time, as Montgomery takes the carry on 2nd and 1 and gets absolutely nothing, maybe half a yard. He ran into Zeman in the hole, and now 3rd and inches for the Indianapolis Colts.
I thought that was the opportunity to take a shot down the field for Halapin. I know you have a rookie quarterback playing here, NBL Live broadcast 214, but that was the opportunity. They were in a cover 2. You could have split them with a post over the middle, split the safeties. Instead, they decide to run. Now they're in a 3rd and inches. Looks like they're going to run again. Let's see if they can pick it up.
3rd and inches. They're going to hand off to the fullback. Look at Reggie Ragland come in the hole and bring down the fullback. Who else but the defensive leader of the New York Giants, forcing the Colts into a punt.
Yeah, Reggie Ragland making plays again. He's done it for, 3, 4, 5 seasons, the last 5 seasons on NBL Live. He just always makes big plays for the New York Giants. This linebacker is just phenomenal in these big games. He's exactly what you want if you're looking to make a playoff push.
And the Giants are getting the ball on the 20-yard line. And how much of a momentum swing is that for the offense, Bomber? Watching your defense and watching Reggie Ragland get a big stop on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, how scared was the play calling, though, for the Indianapolis Colts? I mean, a fullback dive, are you kidding me? This isn't Madden 15. This isn't Madden 25. This is Madden 18. I mean, the fullback dive, are you kidding me? I just don't like that play there. They stole that from the Atlanta Falcons playbook. Definitely not a fan of that play call. 2 opportunities to try to drive the ball down the field, and they didn't take advantage of it.
Davis Webb looking to Odell Beckham on the out route. It is complete, and he's got some room. Bomber Odell Beckham on the first drive caught an 85-yard touchdown on 3rd and 15 to the house. 3 catches, 120 yards for OBJ. And it looked like right then the Giants were going to run away with this one, even though it was 15 seconds into the game.
Yeah, big score. They can score quickly and they can score often, but since then, not so great from Davis Webb, as his completion percentage is just under 50%.
Whoa.
But when you got Marlon the Beast Petway, former NBL Super Bowl most valuable player, you can pretty much get away with a lot of things. You can get away with 50% passing.
Now 2nd and 6 as Marlon Petway took that touchdown to the house right as we switched over for bonus coverage. NBL, always with the great timing on NBL Live. Now 2nd and 6 for the New York Giants. Davis Webb under center. Beckham split to the left, Stokes split to the right. Marlon Petway in the backfield here on second down, 4:01 and counting to go in the third quarter as Webb changing up the play, surveying the Colts defense. He's also got Evan Ingram on the line at tight end. Look for him. He's a big target as it's a quick throw to the out route to Ben Stokes, who catches it and goes up to the 39-yard line. And Bomber, at some point to stop these Giants wide receivers on those out routes, Old Tout's going to have to use her over there and man up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you, press up one side, use her the side where you're not pressed up, and wait for the out route. This is the second time on NBL Live we've seen the Giants pretty much go to an engine of out route offense. And that's not really going to be good enough to get it done against high-quality teams in the NBL. Right now, they're trying to make their way down the field and tie this game up or potentially take the lead.
Hand off to Petway. Oh, he's got a hole. He is up all the way past the 25 to the 23, and it could have been more if he didn't get caught up on his own linemen as he goes up over 100 yards for the game on only 8 carries. Bomber, he may be a top 3 running back here in the NBL.
Yeah, Petway is sneaky fast. I mean, we know him as a bruiser, someone who can run you over, but he can also get to the outside, and it just seems like his pull-away speed is pretty phenomenal. It's slightly better than
what a throw, and Ben Stokes almost came up with the touchdown pass there, but a nice defensive play. Davis Webb looking for the post route. Don't know if the defender got a hand on that one, Bomber, but just being in the way forced the incompletion, going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go, 20-17. Are they going to try to settle here for the 3, or are they going to try to drive the ball down the field? First down says that they're looking to go down the field and take this lead at home. This is the 9-1 New York Giants, the 5-5 Indianapolis Colts. Week 12 NBL Live. This is broadcast number 214, season 31. It's kind of like a social security number by now, maybe even a little bit longer than one.
Oh, empty backfield for Davis Webb. 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 over to the left as Davis Webb in the shotgun, changing up the play. It's going to be a 4-man rush from the Indianapolis Colts as Webb dropping back, rolling, and he's going to go down. Big sack as Lewis Harris, his 3rd sack of the day, bringing down Davis Webb. Now a 3rd and long for the Giants, and at this point, make sure you get your points and don't turn the ball over.
Hey, he was just looking for the out route there on the slot. It wasn't there. He was looking to flood that side of the field. Didn't like what he saw. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 21. No mistakes from Davis Webb, former NBL MVP and Rookie of the Year in NBL Season 26.
Looks over the middle. It's complete to Odell Beckham, who gets obliterated at the 17-yard line, and he is down. Wow. What a hit in the back. But, boy, Beckham stays down. It got absolutely lit up at the 17-yard line. And if he is out, Bomber, it is a big loss. Still a lot of talent on this Giants wide receiver core as they tie the ball game up at 20. But OBJ is the guy that really opens up the playbook.
Yeah, over 45 receptions now. We're at 45. He had a $137 today, put him over 1,000 on the year, 6 touchdowns. He's significantly better than the next wide receiver, which is Sterling Shepard, 28 catches, 479. But in between them, they got Evan Ingram, the speedy tight end. But yeah, if they lose Odell Beckham for any significant amount of time, this could be bad news for the 9-1 New York Giants.
And now it's going to be up to the Giants defense to contain Mitchell Halpin and this Indianapolis Colts offense. That Bomber is not a particularly potent offense. But today, I mean, they're middle of the road in every category. Today, though, they put up 20 points, and we're not even at the end of the 3rd quarter. They've been very effective.
And especially with Mitchell Halpin under center, a rookie quarterback drafted middle of the 1st round, NBL Season 31. So kind of some surprises here, or maybe exposing a soft New York Giants defense.
Montgomery with the carry over the left side and get to the 36-yard line. Give made on the play as Odell Beckham's got that patented shoulder tear, and that's going to take him out for a couple of weeks. The rest of this game, no doubt, but that's going to be a loss for this Giants team who's been a pleasant surprise. A lot of that due to the play of Odell Beckham.
Absolutely. He's been the engine of this team. He's been the leader on the offensive side of the ball. Him and Davis Webb have that chemistry, makes them elite. Arguably one of the top chemistries between wide receiver and quarterback in the NBL. Probably top 3 in my book. But, man, that's going to be a big loss for this New York Giants offense.
Beckham with this game today will be up over 1,000 yards, but he will be out for a couple of weeks with that shoulder tears. That throw over the middle. He had a couple wide receivers there, not really sure which one he was throwing to, and it was clear that Halpin didn't really know which wide receiver to throw to. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, you got 2 guys probably about a yard away from each other, and yet you find a way to split them both and confuse them so much they let the ball go by thinking it's for the other one. Definitely some miscommunication from the young rookie quarterback with his wide receivers. Something you'll definitely expect to have happen during your rookie season. Hopefully they can fix that in the years to come.
3rd and 2 now for the Colts. Shotgun formation. Mitchell Halpin's got 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. one over to the left side. Bunch formation on that right side. As Halpin dropping back on 3rd and 2. He's looking underneath. It's jumped by Collins and picked up by the Giants. And he is going to be taken down at the 29-yard line. Landon Collins doing what he does best, Bomber. Jumping the underneath route. Saw exactly where the quarterback was going. And that is how you stop those drag routes. What a play by Landon Collins.
Yeah, Landon Collins, actually that play's flipped from what you're seeing right now. Landon Collins came from the safety position, jumped down from the purple, hit the hard flat, made a jump on the route. You got to think, as the Colts, don't be so predictable. Don't go east and west on these 3rd and shorts. Get vertical, push the defense down the field and see what you can do. But right now, didn't like the play call there from the Indianapolis Colts.
Quick throw to Sterling Shepard on the right side on the screen pass. Well read by the Colts defense. Going to bring him down for a 1-yard loss. Bomber Landon Collins, just one of those guys you can't challenge. He's got such sure hands, and he reads the quarterback's eyes better than anybody in the league.
Yeah, and when they challenged him earlier in this game, I thought to myself, wow, that was just a really risky throw, and number 21 made him pay for it here on this last play.
Quick throw underneath to Kelly. He'll get back a couple, 5 yards on the play. Collins now 12 interceptions on the season as Yankee 0621 saying, I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Hope everyone is enjoying the broadcast. NBL Live Broadcast 214. Hit that follow button so you know each and every time we go live. Next NBL Live game will be Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time here on the NBL Network. 3rd and 6 for the New York Giants. Davis Webb's going to empty out the backfield once again. 3 wide receivers over to the right side as he drops back to pass on 3rd and 6. Waiting, looks deep down the field for Ben Stokes. It's tipped, almost picked off. He's fallen in love with that post route to Stokes, Bomber, and I think the Colts are starting to recognize it.
Yeah, looking at the seam actually to Ben Stokes there, trying to split a cover 3, a cover 6 maybe. That was not the best decision. And not a best decision against a cover 6 that doesn't have to worry about really getting beat over the top as they were approaching that red zone area. There just wasn't much space behind them. Tried to squeeze it in there. I've seen a lot of really errant throws and sloppy play from Davis Webb. This is a 9-1 Giants team. I expect a little bit more to be a little bit more fine-tuned here in Week 12.
Well, now the Colts offense get the ball back, and Bomber. Well, it was just a predictable play on 3rd and short. Hard flatted by the Giants defense. It turns into 3 points. Nice job by the Colts defense to hold this Giants offense to 3. But now it's going to be up to Mitchell Halpin and the Colts to respond. He's going to come out 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. He's got Montgomery in the backfield here as we're nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. He's got a man in motion. This is the PAFK quick. Oh, the play action should have been fallen for, but it was. And he's got some room down the sidelines. Landon Collins with the tackle at the 43-yard line. Bomber, 2 guys in the backfield. 1 gets blocked. 1 got absolutely fooled by the play action motion.
Got to be better than that. Where's the user coverage? He's got to make a play. You got to recognize that when you see the man go in motion, it's one of 2 things. It's wide receiver quick or play action FK quick, or it's the handoff up the middle, which I'm less concerned about. You can have it at that point, but you got to play those 2 things and kind of just work around it and see what you can do. Not enough user play there for the New York Giants.
Homer in the chat saying anyone with speed there would have been gone as Halpin's going to take off on the scramble, and he's going to take a hit at the 40-yard line. Bomber, why not slide? Why not slide?
I think the coordinator's in his ear right now saying, slide, Halpin, slide 14. And he's probably thinking to himself, that's right, it probably, I should have slid right there. Definitely, maybe just mind slipped. You know, you're running for your life essentially there. You see Landy Collins flying at you, Reggie Ragland's chasing you. So many guys coming at you. You're getting scared. You don't know what's going on. You got to have that awareness. And as a rookie, former rookie or rookie this year, mid-first round pick, you know, maybe he has some deficiencies in his game. But Halpin so far has looked pretty sharp. Right there, a little head scratcher on taking that hit.
Now it's a 2nd and 7 for Halpin and the Colts. He drops back to pass on 2nd down. Looking over to the out route on the right side. It is complete. Apple a little late to come back to that route.
I got a new saying. You want to hear it?
I love it. When in doubt, out route?
When in doubt.
Is it out route?
Out route.
There it is.
When in doubt, out route. Get it on a T-shirt. Tout.
When in doubt, out route.
Tout, doubt, out route. Someone put it together.
How now, tout route. Got it.
Yeah,
got it.
Tout route.
First
Anchorman. Hey, Anchorman 3.
How now, brown cow. Handoff up the middle to Montgomery up to the 21-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7, folks. Again, a reminder, we'll have our NBL Live player of the game selection at the conclusion of this ball game. It may have been a while ago, but it will be for the Steelers and Titans massacre we watched here on NBL Live. As always, you can check out all of our player of the game selections on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. under the MBL Live tab. Check it back all the way back to broadcast number 1. Talbin drops back on 2nd and 7. Looking, waiting, and looks like he's going to try to take off. Nope, he's going to throw it. Nope, that was technically a throw, but it wasn't really close to anybody. So we're going to give him 3rd and 7.
The tight end was wide open on a seam. It was about to get so open, he could have just passed it in there, maybe even possession caught it. Probably didn't even need to. The safeties were so worried about the dig and the corner route on the right side. So much action going on the outside. Man, that was so wide open against that cover 2 zone. And Halapin just went away from it and then started taking off his wheels and completely missed an open tight end.
3 wide receivers over to the left side, 1 tight end on the right on 3rd and 7. It's a draw play for Montgomery, but the Colts tackle him and force a fumble, and it's picked up by the Giants. Oh, boy, you gotta hold on to the ball inside the 25, and the Indianapolis Colts and their running back Montgomery forgot that one. He put the pigskin on the ground, and the Giants get a huge turnover.
Yeah, nobody collapses like Tout, and these Indianapolis Colts collapse, and they are unique every time, so it is fun for the viewer to watch.
Throw to the sideline, Renew with the tackle.
Oh, big hit on the sideline. Wow. Probably looking the other way, you know, taking some turf off his shoe, maybe.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on, but
he was checking on the Steelers-Titans score. He was probably looking at his phone.
Absolutely. What was the final of that score? Does anybody got that?
Yeah, anybody wants to, anybody? Anyone want to say? I got nothing.
A lot to a little, we know that.
It was. It was not close. If anybody's got the score, you know, throw it this way. People are saying I'm muted, and I'm also not muted. Refresh your stream. I got nothing. Bomber can hear me. I'm not crazy. 3rd and 1. Pistol formation for Davis Webb. 3 wide receivers over to the left side. It's going to be a handoff to Marlon Petway, picking up that 1 yard and more. He's got some room. He's up past midfield. He's up to the 40. He's up to the 35-yard line. 148 yards on the day on 10 carries. A tidy 14.8 per carry. Bomber. Marlon Petway doing work.
Yeah, when you look at Marlon Petway, you don't think really speed guy, but man, the way those cornerbacks and those outside linebackers run, just overcommit to force him back inside, you'd actually believe this guy's a speed halfback, which he's not. But when you overplay him, he cuts right up the field and makes you pay for it.
Webb just gets it off, finds Shepard underneath. Bomber, that final score, 38-10.
So Lip kicked the field goal, and Sonny maybe kicked the field goal,
yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, he kicked the field goal. Couple field
goals. What a snooze fest. What a disappointment. Titans fall to 8-3. Steelers improved to 11-0, and they just pretty much highlighted their entire way. I mean, they got Amir Abdullah over there balling against a team that's known for defense. Pretty pathetic for the Tennessee Titans in that performance. I know they're going to be looking to get better, but, man, that just was not a good game for that team.
Yeah, no good at all. 2nd and 9 for Davis Webb as he looks over the seam for Evan Ingram, who catches it in tight coverage and gets up to the 16-yard line. What a play by Evan Ingram, using that big body to come up with a 1st down.
Yeah, that throw right there was a tight window, a tight throw. I know it's against cover 2 press. You think the post is about to get open, but the outside linebacker actually manned up against him and ran with him. Definitely a head-scratching throw there by Davis Webb, but great hands by Evan Ingram. So when you don't have Odell, you're forced to make passes like that, and that kind of plays into this Colts defense.
Now 1st and 10 for Webb and the Giants on the 16-yard line. They're going to hand off to McMullen, who gets taken down, and that's going to be a face mask. Absolutely. 15 yards. Going to bring him to the 8-yard line, give him another 1st down. The Tout collapse, Bomber. It is real. We are seeing it right now.
Well, you got to call the face mask. You let the unnecessary roughness out of bounds 2 plays ago happen and stay with the Colts. So this defense is just getting a little sloppy right now here in this 4th quarter.
1st and goal. Webb's going to find Petway on the bubble screen. Has 2 men to beat. Look at Petway fight through the tackle. He'll get to the 4-yard line. Up over 150 yards on the ground, Bomber. This guy is great, and he's a big reason why these Giants are 9-1.
Absolutely. Petway is the man. I mean, this was a MVP of a Super Bowl run that they had a couple seasons ago. Davis Webb was an MVP in the NBL, NBL season 26 and Rookie of the Year that year. I mean, this team has a lot of high hopes. Health has always been the concern, but when you got Stokes, Shepard, and Ingram still out there, and along with Petway, you feel like you can get it done.
And how about another running back getting involved? McMillan with the catch. Touchdown Giants as they extend their lead to 9. With 3:21 to go in the game. Bomber, since we have tuned in, it has been all Giants. The Colts falling apart with a couple of turnovers, a pick from Landon Collins, a fumble inside the red zone. It's turned into a 10-point lead from the New York Giants.
Yeah, it was 20-17. It was actually 17-10 when we picked up. And as you stated, Petley with the big one, 17-17. Colts came back and responded 20-17. Got the ball to start this second half. They were feeling pretty good. And since then, they've been held scoreless. A 13-0 run for the New York Giants. And I expect another turnover here to come from the Colts. I expect a pick incoming, maybe a pick 6 to extend this league 37-20. That's how I can see this game playing out.
Let's see if the Colts have any life left in them at 5-5, looking to hang on to some dim playoff hopes right now in the AFC. A very competitive playoff picture. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation for Mitchell. Halapin as he drops back to pass, looking for the slip screen to the left side. It's caught by Montgomery. He's up, juke, move. Going to fight through a tackle, but only going to pick up 8 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
Ty Montgomery hasn't looked bad today. We've actually seen some runs to the outside where he just had one man to beat. If you would have just got outside a little bit more, he could have really had a big gain. He's 5 receptions for 52 yards, ran the ball pretty well. He's pretty much a do-it-all gadget back in the backfield for this Indianapolis Colts team. Obviously appears more faster than he actually is. I've kind of liked the play of Ty Montgomery today.
2nd and 2, shotgun formation for Halapin. 3 wide receivers. He drops back to pass on 2nd down. Waiting, looking for the corner route. Hey, Bomber, there's that pick you were looking for. And Floyd's got some room on the left side. Put the 6 on the board, folks. Oh, he's going to stop. Maybe wants to run down the clock a little more. I don't know. Be taken out of the 4-yard line. Boy, he just did that to make sure your prediction didn't come true.
Yeah. Well, we're ready to go, right? Let's close shop on this game.
Yeah, this one is all but over, so let's take you and make our selection for our NBL Live Player of the Game. Here for broadcast number 214. Boy, you had a lot of great performances on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Every wide receiver got involved. For me, Bomber, it all comes down to Matt Stafford was just brilliant. He continues to be brilliant. He's got a quarterback rating of over 147 this year and did nothing but continue to play at that high level. He'd be my choice, but if you got somebody else, throw it out there.
No, I'm going with Matt Stafford. A phenomenal game. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions as they cruised and cruised and cruised their way to a Tennessee Titan. A victory over the Tennessee Titans. Titans fall to 8-3, excuse me. Steelers improved to 11-0. Looking good for both of these teams.
And a reminder, folks, you can check out all of our NBL Live Player of the Games on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. You can also apply to join the NBL. Get one of our new Gold Standard t-shirts. That's all on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. A reminder, folks, our next NBL Live game coming up Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Bomber, this is a game that was been on the schedule since the beginning. We do a lot of flexing, getting the best matchups. This one's been on since the beginning, and I'll be honest, when I saw it on the card, it didn't look like a great matchup to start the year. But it's going to be the Chicago Bears taking on these New York Giants. 9 o'clock Eastern Wednesday night. Boy, those two teams playing at such a high level.
Yeah, this is going to be a blowout win for the New York Giants.
Woof! Got him!
No, I think this is going to be a good game. The Giants are actually playing pretty well, and they all do have a rough patch ahead of them, though. They have to play these New York Giants. They have to play the New England Patriots. Then there's another team in there. I'm losing it right now on the Bears. I just talked to him last night. Late last night, he was telling me his schedule, and he was like, Bomber, I think I'm going to lose all 3 of these games. I don't really think so. I think he actually will probably finish 2-0. Oh, the Redskins, who are kind of emerging late as a wild card hopeful, likely not going to happen, but they are 4-7. This Washington Redskins, I believe, has won 4 in a row. Definitely on a comeback train, started 0-7, and now they're 4-7. And get it, comeback train. I think they actually beat the Cowboys too. So yeah, there's a little pun for you right there.
Got it.
Bears 9-1-1, 9-1-1. The Bears, maybe they're in a state of emergency right now, and they're going to be taking on the 9-1 or 10-1, excuse me, New York Giants. That's going to be a good game. That's next week on Wednesday.
Yeah, this week on Wednesday.
This week on Wednesday. Yeah, next week in the game. Gotcha.
Yeah, it'll be the next week in the game. It'll be our week 13, he says, confidently, matchup. Yeah, week 13 matchup. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time right here, twitch.tv/NBL Network. Appreciate you guys tuning into NBL Live Broadcast 214. We're going to get out of you. Have a wonderful night. For my co-host, Bomber, I'm OSU. Once again, we saw the Pittsburgh Steelers put down a thumping on the Tennessee Titans today on NBL Live. We'll see you Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time, Bears and Giants, right here on NBL Live.